Good morning, children. Because of headache, today I'm not going to use that camera. I'm so sorry for that. So today you can't see me, okay? Anyway, we are going to study new chapter, and its name is Salam Namaste. And this Salam Namaste is a work of Sudha Murthy. She is an Indian writer and she is the chairperson. And on page number 53 you can find out a short note about Sudha Murthy. Okay, she's the chairperson of Infosys Foundation, a non-profit organization that provides help and support to the underprivileged section of the society. Okay, so she is providing help and support to poor people. Okay, that is what she's doing. So Infosys Foundation, I think if you search about Infosys Foundation, you will get more about this. Okay, anyway, and she is a renowned author. She is a renowned author and writes in both Kannada and English. And her works include How I Taught My Grandmother to Read, and voice and otherwise, and here, there, everywhere, and so many works are there. Okay, so today we are going to study about Salam Namaste. And before that, one warm up question is given there. Being grateful for what we have is the key to being happy. That is the main thing. Grateful means being thankful. Every time we have to be thankful for what that we have. But we are not just like that. We have we have so many things, but we are not happy with that. We will always think about what we have not. Huh? We want to get so many things. What if we are not wealthy? We will not care about those loving family with us, or those loving friend circle, or anything, or actually we will be healthy, but we are not care about that. What we will think, oh, we have no money, our neighbors have that, our friends have this, and so many are there, and we are not possessing anything. So if we want to be happy in our life, every time we have to be thankful to the God. Okay, and one question is given there. If you want to express your gratitude, if you want to be thankful, or if you want to express your thanks for something, what would that be? And you have to reason for your choice. Children, in my life, I am grateful. Or if you want to express my gratitude for something in my life, that is my mother and my brother. In all my problems and in my happiness and everything in my life, they are with me. So every time I'm saying this to my friends and all others, that in my life I'm grateful, and every time when I'm sharing my sadness, my happiness and everything with the God, I always say like this: Oh God, you gave me the best mom and brother to me. That is my, or they play a key role in my life. So I ask my God that always make my brother and make my mother happy. Okay, so in your life also, something in your life that you want to express your gratitude. If you have anything like that, please note it down in your notebook and send it to me. Okay, children? Okay, anyway, now we are going to study the chapter. Okay, read this story about how simple acts of kindness often astonish, often surprise us, and how they can deeply affect the people who experience them. Children, sometimes we will show some kindness, or if we do something to others, that will deeply affect that people. Okay, if I will share okay, one experience. I did my PG in National College. It's near Ambalatara. Okay, so one day when I was coming back to reach, as I was coming back from my college to Eastwood bus stand, one North Indian boy was standing there. So he is not familiar with he's not familiar with Malayalam. Okay, so he can't read what he can't read what is in the bus. Okay, so in some nine boards, I saw nine boards in English and Malayalam also. But in that particular, he want to go to Mannandala. Okay, and one bus is there, and I think it's Vattapara, then Mannandala, Vattapara, Pothangod, or something like that. Okay, and he is asking to all the people they are standing near that point, and some of them are just saying that, oh, what a disturbance is that, why he is asking to us, just read it, and or you ask somebody just like that. But I feel sorry for them because they are our guests, isn't it? They are here for what? They are not here to beg or anything like that. They are doing work and they send money to their family. For their family only they are here. Okay, so they are just standing there, and one thing is there. Even our KSRTC drivers are not being cooperative with them. When that boy asked one of the driver, and you know what was his reply? He just replied that go away. I don't know. This bus go. He is going to where or anywhere else. I don't know. You just go and stand there. Why can't you read? You are here for more than 5 years or something like that. Now also you don't know how to read Malayalam. It's very shame. Huh? And why are you here? This is our place. Just like that, he is responding. And all others, even what all the people from different class, I think middle class people were there, then some government servants are there. So many people are there, and they are just mocking at him. Really, children, I feel very sorry for him. So I just go near and ask him, where you want to go? Huh? They know Malayalam. They know Malayalam, but they can speak then, and what now, but they can't read it. That is the only problem. So I just go near to him and ask him, where you want to go. So he said, yes, I want to go to Mannandala. So I just told him that you just wait here. I also want to go there. So you just please wait. I will tell you. Then when I said to him like this, all other people just stared at me, something like that. I am going to do some crime or like that. But when the bus came and I just go near him and call me, this is the bus, and please, this is the bus, and you just go and take your seat. When children, his eyes here just when I look at his eyes, it's watery. His eyes become watery. And he said, "Oh, thank you so much. Nobody did this." I told him that there is no need to say thank you because you are also what? Huh? Yes, you are also what? You are also? Yes, you are also a human being. So I helped you. Then there is no need to say thank you for this. You are also my brother. So I just helped you. Okay. Then when bus reached Manandala, actually I forgot. I forgot about that person. I was just sleeping. In the bus, and he just came near my seat and he just knocked there and said, "Okay, thank you, sister. Thank you very much." Okay. And he was so happy, and all others are wondering what is happening there. So, children, I shared my experience with you. This what we just do some small help to others, but it will affect that people in deep. So every time you have to do, you just try to help others. Try to help others. Okay. Anyway, we can just read our story. What is this? I used to buy books for the Bangalore slum schools we supported from Sheikh Muhammad's tiny shop. So the author is saying that she used to. So her foundation used to buy books for Bangalore slum schools we supported from Sheikh Muhammad's tiny shop. So from Sheikh Muhammad's tiny shop only we are buying books for the slum schools. He had a shop selling stationery near our office and we could buy the books in bulk from him. So his shop is just near to their office. So they used to buy in bulk. Bulk means large amount. We would book sorry we would pick up the books from the shop and let him know when the check was ready. He would then come to the office and collect it. So we will just pick all the books from the shop that we want, and after that when the check is ready we will inform him. Then he will come to our office and collect it. So their office and his shop is just close. Okay. Once, when he came to the office to get his check, we were celebrating something and sweets were being handed out to everyone. So, one day, when he reached that office for collecting his checks, we were distributing, they were distributing sweets. So, they were celebrating something. Sheikh was offered some as well. So we are giving, or they are giving sweets to, or they are distributing sweets to everyone. So we also give some sweets to Sheikh also. Okay. He took a couple and put them away carefully in his pocket. So he took a couple. Then after that, what did he do? He just put them carefully in his pocket. Seeing him do that, so when he put that sweets in his pocket, I just think, the author is just thinking why he is doing like that. So she just asked, I asked, what's the matter, Sheikh? Why aren't you eating the sweets? Are you diabetic? Usually diabetic persons used to avoid all these sweet things. Oh, so I just asked, what's the matter? Huh? Sheikh was a shy, traction man. That means silent man. He was very shy, silent man. And I knew little about him and his family. I'm not actually don't know so much about his family. So I was pleasantly surprised to hear his explanation. So I don't know so much about his explanation, but that's why when I hear his not about his explanation, she don't know so something or something more about his family. That's why when Sheikh replied, she was pleasantly surprised. What was that? No, madam, I am going to take them home and give them to the kids. They love these sweets. So, no, madam, I am not diabetic. I am taking. No, madam, I am going to take this to my home. For what? Because I have kids in my home and they like sweets. How many children do you have? I had noticed he had picked up only a couple of pieces. I have one daughter, but my niece also stay with us. So there are 2 children in the house. Actually I have only one daughter, but my niece also stay with us. So there are 2 children in the house, madam. Why? Why does your niece stay with you? So with curiosity, author is asking why your niece is staying with you. She is my sister, Subeda's daughter. She is a widow and both stay with us. So I just our sheikh replying that she is not what. So 2 children I have 2 children in my house. One is my sister's daughter and she is a widow and both stay with us. So Subeda and her daughter is also staying with them. Okay. I realized it must be tough for Sheikh to manage a fairly large household with only the income from his little shop. So actually his shop is a tiny one, a small one. Okay, so how I am wondering, or the author is wondering, how he can manage this household with small income from his shop. So I asked, does Subeda work? Yes, she is a very good tailor. She and my wife do tailoring at home. With their income and the money I earn from the shop, we get by quite well. We are contented. So, he is just replying that my wife and my sister used to, they do tailoring at home. So, with all the income, we are happy and we can run our household activities. I was touched by his story. I'm very touched. I'm very what their story deeply influenced me. Okay. Contented is a word rarely heard these days. A few months passed and one day I suddenly got a call from Sheikh. He wanted me to give him his check a few days earlier than usual. Why, Sheikh? Is there anything the matter? I asked. Yes, madam, we discovered some time back that Subeda is suffering from cancer. The operation is tomorrow. And what? We need the money desperately. So, what happened? A few months later, what? She got a call from Sheikh and he wanted that money earlier than usual. So, I just asked him, what's the matter? Why you are asking this money? Now what happened? Yes, madam. Some matter is there. They discovered some time back that his sister is suffering from cancer and the operation is tomorrow and we need the money desperately. I asked for the check to be sent him immediately, but I also realized that it would probably not be enough. Such operations are expensive and I was sure he was struggling to raise the money. Yet he had asked me only for what was due to him and nothing more. So I made arrangements for getting his check soon or getting ready. But I also realized what did she realize? She realized that it's a small amount, but it would not be enough for an operation. So operations are expensive. So, and the author know that he was also struggling to raise the money. Okay, I have earned many lessons in life ever since we started helping people monetarily through the Infosys Foundation. I have seen women hiding their diamond studs in their purses and asking for funds for the poor. So, she is saying that she had learned so many lessons in her life. Why? When she started helping people monetarily through the Infosys Foundation. I have so she's saying that she saw that some women will do what? They will hide their diamonds studs in their purses and asking funds for the poor. So that means actually that ladies have money in their hand, but they are not ready to give to others. Instead of that, what they will do? They will ask fund for the poor people. I have seen well-off parents declaring their children orphans and applying for scholarship. She is also saying that some well-off parents, they will declare their children as orphans. Why they are declaring their children as orphans? It's simple, for applying for scholarship. If orphan children get a scholarship, for that reason, these parents do what? They will, yes, they will declare their own children as orphans. I even saw some men who presented their parents as destitute so that they could get help from us. Destitute means poor people. So, what some men will do, they will bring their parents and say that they are very poor people. So, by that reason, they will get so many help from us. Okay. So, children, I think today this is enough for you. And next class we can continue with the same chapter. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day, children.